And we're live. Welcome to another episode of the Faddah Figures podcast
Yes, sir.
with James, myself, and Kevin is here technically, but not
Kevin is
technically.
not here. You cannot say is here. He has a silhouette background. If you're listening, he logged in and said, "Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna help T."
He
Anyone
had to
that's
take a
married,
leave.
anyone that's married or has a girlfriend or spouse knows when you say, "I'm gonna go help my spouse or my wife or whoever," you are not gonna be right back. So I
Uh,
will, Kevin. Oh, never mind.
there.
Speak of the devil, he's back.
Speak the bull. We're live,
There
Kevin,
he
by the
is.
way. He
We
can't
are
hear us
live,
anyways.
Kevin.
Can't hear us.
Wow.
Right on
I
the
We're
button,
live.
just
Kevin.
just started it.
We
Just
just started.
started.
Okay, good. Awesome. All right, let's do this.
What was so important that you had to log on and leave? I'm curious.
You'll find out.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh. Nice.
The suspense.
I know. It better be legit. Freaking D's pregnant.
No. I can confirm to you that she is not.
I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa.
No.
Nice.
No. You know how when people say that, right? You're like, oh man, I'm gonna have tons of kids. And I am that person, right? But also, when you say it, you don't think about
But that's the best. You
everything.
just go back to back to back to back, and you'll just just get it done.
No, then why don't you have tons of kids?
Yeah. I can't
It's so
imagine
easy for you
having
to say.
two freaking Mac. Like, I'm just surviving one right now.
Yeah. So yeah, no, baby, no baby.
I thought that though when he said we'll see. I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like
I
a
know.
surprise.
It's like,
Mm.
She's gonna come. She's gonna pop up with like the ultrasound or something.
That's
No,
Dang, Kevin, your swimmers are strong.
I'll say yes to that, but they ain't swimming nowhere right now.
Uh,
Oh, that's fun. Oh, man, you're so good, Kevin, man. You're doing something for Valentine's Day.
I know.
Well,
Chris, what are you doing? You doing
so-
anything?
But okay, so right, so husband hack for everyone out there: get married at least very close to Valentine's Day, so you can make it 2-for-1, right? Anniversary, Valentine's Day, husband hack.
His
Yeah, but
isn't
what
even
if
that
your
close
wife is
technically.
It's
No,
not
no,
close,
no, no.
but
It's not close.
I can. But then I can. That's what I use. Like, oh, let's do our anniversary dinner by close to Valentine's. So at least we can celebrate both.
That only works if your spouse agrees, Kevin.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
know-
feel like it's not even close. Like that
My parents-
shouldn't be.
my parents try to pull that crap because my birthday's in January. They're like, you know what? We'll just give you all the presents at Christmas, and you won't get anything in January. I'm like, no, it's like a whole nother month away. No,
That's why.
no, I want presents on my birthday as well. And I did not get presents on my birthday.
And by the way, your internet connection looks fine, James.
Hey,
No, his is like the best.
you know the tech person that's like, hey, this doesn't work, and it really doesn't work until the tech person gets there. That's what's happening now. Because every time I FaceTime Diana from this desk, it's literally I'll be talking and she's looking at me like this. I'm like, did you not listen to anything I said? She's like, literally, you like every third word it cut out, and I'm like, okay, like so. I don't know. Maybe it's just. I have
Maybe it's
no
the
idea.
time of the day. Maybe it's the time of the day.
Could be. Everyone's gone. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because
I FaceTime Diana at this time too. I faced her throughout the day and towards the end of the day, so it's very interesting. But yes,
okay.
Chris,
I don't-
putting you on the hot seat. What do you have planned for Valentine's Day?
Bro, we've got nothing.
Okay, look, that's the thing too, right? Like, or at least in Hawaii, you gotta show your vaccination card, right?
Uh-huh.
If you want to eat out, but and I know, Chris, I know you're not vaccinated, but that doesn't mean you can't cook for your wife
That is true.
Valentine's Day.
That is true.
So
I probably still won't do that though. We'll probably go
just
grab something.
or whatever.
Take out.
That's also good as well.
But I feel like Chris and Shani, you guys eat kind of different things.
Yeah.
So like Shani doesn't eat a lot of meat.
No.
It's like you love meat. So it's like I'm gonna barbecue for Valentine's. Like
yeah, that's why. It's not gonna work. But like she does enjoy chicken. So I could barbecue, but I've barbecued like every weekend this year so far. So that's probably like overkill. So we'll probably just pick something up if anything. But it's also gonna be crazy on Valentine's Day. So we probably won't do anything.
No.
We'll probably have like a dinner like on Sunday or something.
Oh, and also the reason why we're doing the dinner tonight is because it's all booked. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When's Valentine's Day? Is on Tuesday,
Monday.
right?
Yeah.
Or Monday. It's on Monday. Yeah. Sorry. So it's all booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get a table during that time. And also, the reason why I'm doing it tonight is because Finn can sleep at the in-laws.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't sleep there on the weekends because we're off, so we watch him.
Yeah. Well, you definitely dude. Take that until it doesn't happen, because man, me and Diana,
and I talked to the also about last I think not this last episode but the episode before that, and how you asked like how do we go on dates, or how do we do that, and she said we're lucky because we have family that can watch Finn, but it's like it's you just gotta find time.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day, James?
Well, Tuesday I'll be here. So
or Monday.
Monday I'll be here. So back on Maui. But I fly in tomorrow. So we'll probably pick up some food. And same thing, eat it at our place or her parents' place. I want to really try to pick her up spicy barbecue, or spicy ahi on barbecue. That's like one of our favorite places.
Where's that at?
It's over there by. You know where the cattle company is?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Like that small. Okay.
Yeah. Like weird hours, but they have like really good mochiko chicken.
Okay.
Ahi combo. It's like.
I've been trying to eat there for like the last year, and like every time we go, like they were like renovating.
Yeah.
They're on vacation. Yeah.
They have weird hours, and they're always on vacation. Sometimes they just go on vacation.
Yeah.
So and they're only open like on certain days. Yeah. So it's hard, but I'm gonna probably try to find some time to go do that. But yeah, and then I'm probably gonna bring her some stuff from Maui. I don't know, some bakery stuff or something that's only available here in Maui.
Krispy Kremes? We don't have one here yet.
She's not a big Krispy Kreme person. I was thinking about bringing, unless you guys want Krispy Kreme.
I'm good.
But I don't know why everybody likes Krispy Kreme.
I just feel like everyone from Oahu just gets it when they're there because it's not on Oahu.
I'm telling you, that's what we need to do, guys. We need to open a Krispy Kreme franchise on Oahu, and we will we can retire.
All right, Kevin.
How has no one thought about this though?
I want you to look up how much does it cost to open up a franchise, because you know how many times I asked Diana, "Hey, what is the cheapest franchise that we can open?" We looked at Subway. We looked at McDonald's. We looked at.
We could have. You know what we could have done? We could have opened Chick-Fil-A, but somebody already did that.
That's too late.
Yeah, somebody already did that. And I looked up, if you if you own a Chick-fil-A franchise, I mean, they do take 50% of your profits, but 50%?
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot, bro.
But check it out. check it out.
Okay.
Even though they take 50%, you still end up making like 200 grand a year.
Wait,
How
you
is that
sure?
possible?
You
You
sure
gotta
it
still
said
pay for the
50%?
You got to still pay for the electricity.
No, they're taking 50% of your profits. I think he said. So
Yeah,
like,
profit. Yeah, so I
after all
mean,
that.
whatever you make, you pay your bills and everything,
yeah.
and then whatever the remaining is profit, they take half of that.
That still sounds crazy. Half
That
is like
still
crazy.
sounds like a lot. Aren't they like a Christian company? What kind of Christian company takes freaking half your stuff?
That is, yeah.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
Tithe, bro.
Yeah. You know what?
Look it up.
I'm gonna look up right now. How much is a Chick-fil-A franchise? Is a Chick?
I'm telling you, but yeah, you know that's actually, and you know what? We still can. You know why? You know why we still can? Because they're only opening one right now.
No, there's three.
You know how
much
it
it three?
costs?
Oh, snap.
You want to know how much it costs to open up a Chick-fil-A franchise right now?
What is it?
What is it? Between $342,000 to almost $2 million, depending where you open.
Right, because it's the real estate. It's the real estate.
Yeah.
Right, it's because it's the real estate. So I mean, the location will determine how much it's going to cost.
And they charge a 15% royalty off the top. So every month you pay 15% and 50% of all your profits.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's 65%.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's highway.
But you still end up making over 200 grand, though.
You know what?
I don't know how that's possible.
How much does an average Chick-fil-A franchise owner make? How much does a Chick-fil-A franchise owner?
Anyways, we're skirting what I was saying. We need to open a franchise where we can retire.
Average person that owns a Chick-fil-A franchise makes around $200,000.
Yeah, that's what.
But if you split that,
by three, though,
you split that 3 ways.
But anyway, that's besides the point. I didn't know there were 3 that were opening, so that does kind of ruin the market.
$66,000.
That does ruin the market. So, but like I said, Krispy Kreme, there are none on a wall.
Okay, you know what?
I'm wondering why no one thought about that yet, though. It's been years.
Maybe there's a reason, but hey, you know what? I say we just do it, you know. But anyways, you know that's like for future. That's future. We are like trying to be prophets over here and think about the future already. But let's move on. Did anybody have anything they wanted to talk about?
I kind of liked where we're going with this, trying to make money to retire.
Dude, I'm totally down. Diana and I always talk about, dude, I wish we can just own our own business or go in business with someone. And I'm totally down. But I don't know if I want to own a Krispy Kreme franchise because...
wait.
I want it to be healthy. I want to have people, like, I don't want, like, people coming to eat my stuff. And
It's healthy for their soul. They're going to be happy.
Krispy Kreme is... Have you gone into... I go into Krispy Kreme and I just feel like, oh my God, like it's just so much sugar rush, and I haven't even eaten the donut, and I'm just these workers need to get hazard pay because all this sugar inhaling for the 8 hours that they're here cannot be good for their body.
I do have an idea, but I'd rather talk to you guys about it offline.
Dude, we don't
serious.
Keep secrets.
He's super serious about it.
I am serious.
Secrets, Kevin.
It's not a secret. I just don't want everybody else to know.
We'll edit it out if it's.
No, we don't edit. We don't edit on here. We don't edit
it out.
We don't edit on here. This is already part of the show.
Can you tell us, like, is it a franchise? Give us a little.
No, not a franchise. It's more like a side business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a side business.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean, like, you know, we're like we'd still have our jobs, but we can also have this side business where, you know, it's like we can do it on. Yeah.
Well, I can't sell drugs.
No, not drugs. It's not an MLM. It's, you know.
It better not be a freaking pyramid scheme.
No, that's what an MLM is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, I just talked to Diana about people that try to. Has anyone ever tried to recruit you? Like, I had friends that they'll, like,
nobody
they
hasn't
will
recruited
tell
me now.
it's pyramid, but they're like, hey, I want you to, like, just join me on this web, whatever, this web. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. What's this about?
Yeah,
And I'm like, thinking to myself, dude, are you trying to recruit me into a pyramid scheme? Like, oh no, you just join my team, and then you have your other team under you, and then we just build together. And recruit. And I'm like,
that's a pyramid scheme.
It's not like a pyramid scheme. Like, no, it's not a pyramid scheme. We don't call it that. I'm like,
no, it's called multi-level marketing. That's what it's called.
Multi-level marketing.
I'm serious. Like, me and D watch like videos on YouTube about MLMs all the time, and like how people they got into it, and how like LuLaRoe is like one of the biggest ones. They made like a documentary on it and everything.
Like, I don't want.
But they closed though, right? Like
they're still going. They're still going,
like,
which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah, but it's just people aren't as into it when they first came out.
I thought that one closed down.
I'm not gonna say names, but I know we know who they are. But there's plenty people that are in our 3 circles that I know you probably know who I'm talking about. That I'm like.
But I feel like if you get in at the right time, like on the top, I feel like you're in better like shape than if you get in later in the game and you're like on the bottom.
I feel like
but that's the thing is
you constantly have to sell.
Yeah, you gotta hustle,
like,
man.
You can never like. So
but isn't that the whole point of the people under you just sell and then don't you just make off with them?
Yes, but you have to like encourage them to keep going because
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you just get to the top.
Yeah, but if you're at the top and you recruit 5 people and they're like eventually realizing, shit, this is a pyramid scheme. I can't keep selling.
I guess so.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You got to recruit more people. Like
yeah.
All the people that's under them, like it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like that dude.
No, yeah, it's rough.
What the hell,
bro? I've got suckered into going to one. Someone was like, "Oh, come to this meeting thing," and like I didn't know much about this company, and so I went and I told him too. Like right after, I told the guy after a while, I was like, "Bro, it's just a pyramid scheme. Like I'm not gonna buy nothing. I'm just not like in a financial place where I'm just gonna like invest into anything or buy into anything or whatever." Like, no, just come. So I went to meet him, and it was like his leader or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just us 3, and then she was like talking to me, and she was trying to like, and then she was like trying to get me to like buy stuff, and I looked at him, I was like, bro, I freaking told you I wasn't gonna buy anything. And I was like, it was like the biggest waste of like an hour, and I was just like, dude, this is crazy.
I felt so bad. I took Diana to this thing when we were dating because I don't know how I heard it, but it was like, hey, you just come to this thing and you get this really awesome cooking knife for free. So I was like, dude, I want an awesome cooking knife. I was like, this is freaking, I just got to go to this thing. So I told Diana, hey, let's just go. We get a cooking knife for free for just sitting there. We don't have to buy anything. So we get there and I'm like waiting. And they ended up trying to sell us timeshares. I'm like, no, I don't want any timeshares. Like, oh, okay, well, just put your name down and you get this knife. Put my name down. Man, they didn't mail me no damn knife. I was like, man, what the hell?
That's nothing. Okay, so
Diana afterwards was like, what the hell did you bring me to?
When we had our first townhouse, we were living there. And then I think I came home early and Shani was working late. And then a vacuum salesperson came to the door. And the vacuum salesperson was like, give me the whole speech. And I'm this like my first time owning my own home, right? So I've never seen this happen. So it's like, oh, I'm trying to like sell. The more signatures I get, I can go to like Disneyland or whatever, and you get a free like air purifier or something. Like if you just let me come in, just let me clean a small part of your carpet, and you just get a free air purifier. I'm like, all right, fine. I was like, okay. So let him come inside and let him do his whole thing. And then in the middle of his thing, Shani comes home and she's looking at me like, who the hell is this? And I'm like, oh, he's just, cleaning the carpet, and I'm going to get a free air purifier. So he does the whole thing, and then he's like trying to give me the bottom. Like, oh no, I don't want to buy it, though. I was just trying to help you out. It's like, oh, okay. And then he was leaving. I was like, oh, but do I get the air purifier? And he's like, my boss is gonna bring you a brand new one. I was like, all right. And like he left and never brought an air purifier. And I was kind of like, what the heck? And Shani was like screaming at me afterwards, like, why'd you let the guy in the house You should have known. Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, I had no idea. I was trying to help them out. They go to Disneyland or something. And ever since then, I shut everybody down. Like I was like, nope. Anyone that came to the door, I was like, nope, I don't want anything. Nope, you're not doing anything.
Oh man. No.
So I mean, okay, like people will probably say it's MLM, but so have you ever heard of vector marketing?
No, what's that?
So vector marketing is like an offshoot thing where, have you ever heard of Cutco Knives?
No.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay, so Cutco is a company that makes cutlery. They make knives. They've been making knives since like the 60s or something. They've been making knives for a long time.
A pretty good knife brand.
Yeah. But the thing is, but Cutco doesn't sell their knives in stores. Like you won't see them at any store. The only it's actually the only way you can buy their knives. I don't think it still is, but the only way you can buy their knives is through their salespeople. And the way they would get salespeople is through this I guess their offshoot company called Vector Marketing, and pretty much is I was one of them. They tell you like, hey, you want a job where you make your own hours and the whole spiel and everything, and they recruit you, they take you, you have to go through like training. Yeah, they kind of like training. You got to go through training, and then they kind of help you, coach you on basically what their, I guess, niche is. They try to get like young, like college students, and they would use them to get into people's homes by saying, I'm doing this class project where I gotta practice my marketing skills, and is it okay if I come in do a demo for you? And usually it's like a family member or a friend or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, come on over. And then so you'll do it like, so it's like the demo you're doing is like you're showing them the knives,
Yeah.
like, oh, check out these knives. These knives are amazing. They do all these things and yada yada yada. And at the end, you ask them if they want to buy, right? You're like, oh, would you be interested in picking up a set? And at that point, you're just you feel very, I don't know,
obligated.
Yeah,
Obligated.
No. I'm talking about the person that's doing that's selling the knives.
Oh,
they feel, it's like when I did it, I felt kind of like what's that? Like I kind of felt kind of slimy,
yeah.
I kind of make this person,
yeah.
Buy something and like they weren't cheap knives either. They're like expensive, and most of, if they didn't buy knives, what we were trained to do was ask them, oh, could you do me a favor and list down people that or I can do demos for them, and so and it's see, when I say multi-level, because you're not making money off of like you're not taking somebody and like telling them, oh, okay, you gotta go sell knives for me, It's like, it's just you're trying to sell knives to them, and it's like, and you're asking them, oh, do you have people, or like word of mouth, like refer me to someone that I could ask them if they want to buy knives, So I did that, and to be honest, it was a very interesting experience. There were people that are, like, man, they're super good at this. They would sell knives like hotcakes. There's some really good people at it, but like to the point, because usually like when you first start, you would have to list down like any family members you have or any friends you had, pretty much anybody you knew, you would have to list them down and then list their phone number. And they're like, okay, here, this is your list. Go call these people, try to get a demo. But there are people where they would do random strangers, like they wouldn't even get like their number from somebody else. They would literally just go door to door, and just talk to them and say, hey, you want to buy some knives, and they buy them. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, some people are just born salespeople, man.
And it's good. I feel like that's a good practice, like a good stepping stone for people. Like if they just want to get experience talking, because it's very hard being in sales. Because owning a construction company, like I kind of have to sell like jobs too, like explain to people like why it's so expensive compared to other people, and not like. And at first, it's like super uncomfortable, and it's like hard. Like you're trying to like sell your service to someone. You're
Right.
sitting there, and it's like super hard. So I could see that being like a really good stepping stone. So do you still sell those knives, Kevin?
No.
I
I
that
stopped.
might be your side hustle you were talking about. I ain't got no time for that.
No.
I heard,
That was when I was like younger, like in my 20s, like young.
I heard those are good knives though. Like it's.
So they
people still talk about it.
that's one thing. They are good knives.
Oh yeah,
And
they're really good knives.
I don't care if they brainwash me or whatever. Those are good knives.
Oh yeah, they're supposed to be really good knives.
And they have a lifetime warranty. So
Do you remember
no
how much it
matter,
costs?
they're kind of pricey. Like I think one chef's knife is like $200.
That is pretty pricey.
Yeah, but I mean, but lifetime warranty. Like I kid you not, you could like break the knife on whatever's, and then just send them to the factory. They'll send you a new one. Like it's unreal. Like you don't have to explain what you did.
Yeah.
As long as it's one of their knives, they will either fix it or replace it. But yeah.
Dude, speaking of lifetime warranties, if you ever want to look for socks, Darn Tough Socks is lifetime warranty. You will never ever have to buy socks ever again.
What is it called?
Darn Tough Socks. Like I bought them because one of my buddies told me about it in the military. He's like, dude, just buy these socks for the military. You'll never have to buy socks the whole time you're in the military, because if they wear and tear, get holes, they'll mail you a new pair. And
how long has this company been in business?
I don't know. You have to look them up. Darn Tough Socks. Like, and it's only not military socks. They sell other socks too. But
I feel like they're not going to be in business very long if they just keep doing that.
It's because the socks are good quality. I thought I was like, you know what, this is a freaking scam, because they're pretty expensive, the socks.
Yeah, but if you buy like 7 of them and you can just have one every day, and you'll never buy it for the rest of your life.
I've had these socks that I bought. I just bought some more because I need more socks, because I've been here for 5 days and freaking I only bought 5 pair of socks. And I was like, I've had these for like a couple of years, and they haven't worn out. Like, and they feel comfortable. They're cushioned. They have all these like different kinds of socks for padding. But I was like, I thought it was kind of like a scam. I'm like, dude,
Darn Tough
companies
Socks
that have lifetime warranty and no one ever files for them, so it's like whatever. But it's like really good quality socks. I was like, I'm gonna buy socks from there.
Darn Tough, right? Tough Socks.
Tough Socks.
They do have some nice socks though.
Yeah, and they have all different kinds, so it's not like just military socks. So I was like, from now on, I'm only buying socks from them, because I was like, it's such a good sock. I was like, oh man. But yeah, especially military. It's a good one, Kev. If you're looking for socks, because the ones that they issue us is like freaking sandpaper.
Yeah. It's so bad.
Yucky. Like you can't wear those damn socks.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Speaking of socks, though, I bought these pair of socks. Like recently, college athletes, they're able to sell stuff with their name on it because of they're athletes now, and then they can make money off of it.
Yeah.
So there's one guy that actually graduated from Milani High School that plays for like I think UCF he was playing for at the time. But he started selling us socks, and I was like, oh, I'll buy some socks just to support him because he's from Milani High School. And I bought like 3 of his pairs of socks, and I was like, that was pretty cool. But I just did it just to support him. But I was like, oh, that's pretty cool socks.
Hey,
I thought that was cool.
Local,
yeah, especially like there's a big thing where like college students were trying to get, or college athletes were trying to get paid because universities were like advertising the athletes and making money, and the athletes weren't able to capitalize on it.
Dude, I just found out I got accepted because I applied for the master's program at UH, and I just found out I got accepted, and like I literally I think I applied to like, it has to be over like 60 scholarships. Like I went to every scholarship, like, and just typed up these basic blurbs and just copy paste into every, like, man, it sucked. It took like hours and days, but I'm hoping out of the 60, if I can just get like 5 for $1,000 each. That's $5,000 a semester, and it will pay for my master's pretty much. So I'm hoping. I'm like, man, I'm praying like I get some damn scholarships.
Wait, but why don't you go through the air guard?
I was thinking about I'm gonna try to put a TA package in.
Yeah.
But someone told me as officers, like you get kind of last dibs because you already have a degree. They want to put that pot to people, which makes sense. They want to use the funds to people that don't have degrees.
Yeah.
And if no one applies, then they have to use the money. So then they'll give it to you. So I'm still gonna apply, but I don't know if I'll get awarded anything. But yeah, I was gonna put my package in to get TA, but we'll see. But I'm like, damn, man, I'm freaking back in school again. This is the thing I was talking to Diana. I was like,
how old are you, James? And you're going back to school?
Yeah, well, because as a teacher, this is so stupid as a teacher. The only way you can get a raise, like any other company, you ask for raises. But because we're part of a union, if the union doesn't do anything, we don't really get raises. So the only way you can get a raise is you have to take like classes to get credits. And it has to be approved credits. You can't just take like I'm gonna take like a basket weaving class to get some credits in. It has to be associated to like your job. So every 15 credits that you get bumped up to a different class, which gives you like an extra, I don't know, a couple bucks a month. But what's messed up is my master's is gonna cost around probably like 20 to maybe 30 grand, I would say. And I'm only getting bumped up like a couple of $1,000s a year. So it's maybe after taxes, I'm only gonna make so whatever extra I make is literally gonna go towards my loans, because I'm gonna have to apply for loans to pay off my college.
That's gonna take you like 30 years to get paid.
Yeah, and that's so messed up about our system. It's like that's why I think trade skills are so good, because it's like you pay a trade skill and you're good. And as long as you're good at that skill, it's not like you have to like apply for a raise. You just get better at it. You market yourself, and that's how you get business. But you get like any kind of degree, man. I don't know. I just
that how it works
has
for
me rethink
all
for Maddie,
it
like
for
when she goes to school.
Does that work for like mainland teachers as well, or
yeah? Well, I
like
think every state's a little different. But for Hawaii, the only way you can get raises is you get these credits.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm saving this for when we do our sharing our photos. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. But yeah, the only way you can get raises is if you take classes or the union negotiates a raise. So it's just
that's crazy. So it's not like the longer you've been a teacher.
No.
Like really?
So it's weird. Like their whole pay scale, so they're trying to fix that right now. The whole pay scale, a teacher could be in literally like 20, 30 years, and they're only making like a couple thousand more, but then some kid that just got into teaching now. Because obviously every year, inflation and all that, you get raises. Like, your starting salary is going to be different compared to someone. So it's just, I don't know, man. Like sometimes crazy. I think as a teacher, I'm like, I love my job, but I'm like, I don't know. Like
I heard that is a big thing though with Hawaii, like not being able to sustain teachers.
It's bad because they don't pay you enough.
Import teachers from the mainland and stuff.
Yeah, like, dude, like literally, you can go get another job, be a flight attendant or whatever job, and when you get off work, you're done. Like as teachers, you get off, you still gotta work, you still gotta grade papers, prep, all that stuff. All the extra stuff that you don't really get paid for. So it's a lot of work, man. And I give teachers a ton of prop. Like for me, because I don't really have my own classroom, I'm in charge of a school-wide thing. I have different things that I have to take care of. But man, if I was forced back into the classroom, I would leave. I wouldn't teach. Like it's just tough. It's just so much stuff, especially now with COVID and man, it.
I have been watching like people talk about it like recently about like teachers, especially in Hawaii, like they're not able to sustain the teachers. A lot of them like leave, and they're having to import teachers from the mainland to try to come in and try to teach here. But I'm trying to figure out how do they get the teachers from the mainland to come here? Like, what do they say to them to get them to like? Oh, you're just coming to Hawaii.
the teachers that usually come here probably can't get a job on the mainland, so they'll probably like, oh shit, I can come to Hawaii. They're gonna freaking.
It's like, oh, Hawaii.
They come here to teach for a couple of years, get experience, and then go back to the mainland and go teach. So it's hard, and plus we need more local teachers here. But it just has me rethink for Maddie, like when she wants to go to college. Like I was talking to Diana, I'm like, look, I'm not gonna pay for a degree that I know you're not. Like if you say, oh, I want a degree in Japanese or something, I'm be like, then you better go get a loan. I'm not gonna pay my hard-earned money for you to get a.
But what if that's what she really, really wants to do,
if that's
though?
what she really, really wants, I'm gonna tell her in high school, hey, what do you want to get a degree in? Oh, Japanese? You better start studying hard and get some scholarships. You better play some sports. I'm not gonna pay freaking $50,000. Look, you could learn that on a certificate. How about that? You want to learn Japanese? I'll pay you a language course. You don't need to go to university for 4 years to learn Japanese. Like, come on, think about it. What are you gonna? Seriously, you get a degree in Japanese. What are you gonna do?
What if she says she wants to be a YouTube star?
Great, be a YouTube star. I don't gotta spend any money on that. Go be a YouTube star. You know, but don't be crawling back to me saying, "Oh, Dad, like, I need more money." I'm like, no, like you better figure this stuff out. Like, I worked hard. Like, I'm all about helping my kids, but I'm not gonna help them if I know, like, look, I'm not just gonna throw my money in the trash.
But what if what if you, because I'm pretty sure that our kids will have good work ethics, and I'm sure like they'll be, you know, like they're not just gonna be like freeloaders. But what if they want to what if they want to just like experience life for like the first 5 years and like travel around and like live in a van and like just, you know, like work like very little and just travel and get life experience?
If you want to do that, go, but I'm not gonna pay for it.
No, yeah, I know.
I'm
like
putting money away.
They'll work a little bit. Like I'm sure they'll work a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to travel. Like if you put money aside for her, and say she doesn't want to go to college, would you let her use some of that to like travel a little bit? Really?
I'll let her use it if she wants to start up a business.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna spend it for you to go on a freaking vacation. Like, no, that's not how. I didn't work hard. I didn't freaking do all these orders being away from Diana for you to go on a vacation. That's called retirement. Okay, you want to go on a retirement, then you work your ass off and you can go on a retirement. I didn't work hard. I'm gonna go on a retirement. What are you talking about? Me and Diana, we're gonna travel. You get out of the house. You must be crazy if you come up to me like, "Oh, Mom and Dad, I know you've been saving money for me. Can I have some of it to travel?" I'm like, "What? You want to be a travel agent?" Like, I'm not.
I thought that's the reason why you're saving the money for her, right?
Yeah, I am, but it's not to travel. It's
no, but you said I can remember. Because I remember we were talking about this in one of our episodes where, you know, I asked you guys if you have any account set up for, you know, your child, so when they get to a certain age, you know, they can, you know, use it for school. And then you said, you're like, oh yeah, I have an account set up for Maddie, you know, and you know what, when she gets to that age, she can decide whatever she wants to do with it.
Now I gotta approve on it. So, whatever she wants to do, you're absolutely right. I'll help you put a down payment on a house. I'm not gonna freaking give it to you because you want to freaking smoke crack with it, or I'm not gonna give it to you because you want to buy a
travel. Like,
so if she wants to use it to go to, let's just say Europe, and buy a van to live in the van, but she'll still work. She'll work to like, eat and stuff like that. Okay, she just needs the money to get there and buy a van to live in.
I might help her to get started with it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, every month I'm a bank.
No, yeah. She'll work and she'll have money to live enough, but she just wants the money to get there and to buy a van so she can like live in her van and be safe.
I talk a lot of talk, but at the end of the day, we all know it's what Diana says. So if Diana's like, look, she gonna get the money, I'm like, okay,
she's going.
Your mom, she gonna get the money because happy wife. You know, when you move, I still gotta live with mommy, and that's why. So
that's the thing, though, because like. I feel like that's what's crazy is I feel like nowadays kids, I want to say career paths are a lot different than when we were going to school.
Yeah.
Because even and I'm the
opportunities like you said for kids.
Yeah, like just different stuff. Because I'm the youngest, right? So when I was in high school, I was all into like video video editing and video making and like graphics design and stuff like that. And I thought that's what I wanted to do. But when I graduated from high school, and I'm like, all right, do I want to go to school for that? And then I wanted to come back to Hawaii though. When after I went to school, I wanted to come back to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I tried to think about it, and I was like, dude, what am I gonna freaking do with like a video thing though? Like at the time, it was only like big like TV stuff.
Yeah.
People weren't even doing like freelance video at the time when I was in high school. There was no videos for weddings, and like that wasn't even a thing back when I was in school. So I was like, even from that standpoint, it's different. But even now with like the newer generations, there's like, well, there's like esports and
because like me and Diana, we didn't get any help from our family to go to school. Like I joined the military. I worked my ass off. Diana worked jobs, paid it off. Like we freaking busted our ass. I mean, Diana got freaking like 3 degrees. She freaking busted her ass for all of them. And it just, like, obviously I want to help my kids, but like,
but don't you also want to give them opportunities that you didn't have?
True, but at the same time, like for Maddie, I'm never gonna tell her we're gonna pay for your college.
Oh yeah.
I don't want it in the back of her head to be like, oh, you know what, my school's paid for, so I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna tell her, look, I don't know if we're gonna be able to pay for your college, so you got to study hard. We're gonna, be good at your academics, and then we'll see what we can do to help you out. But it's just hard, man, because I'm like, think about it.
Expectations, right?
Yeah.
Or expectation management. That's what.
It's just like, what if she wants to go something like, and we're like we're talking about stuff, but by the time she gets to that age, like there could be like another career path that we couldn't even think of. But like,
absolutely. And the crazy thing is, 20 years from now, college could be some crazy ridiculous amount of money. So
and it could be like not a thing. Like it could be like people don't even go to college. Like, but
so it's just, I don't know, man. Like I'm not saying
that's what's crazy.
Like Maddie has to go to college. It's just I want to make sure. Me and Diana worked really hard for our money, and I want to make sure if we're gonna spend it, it's got to be smart. Like I'm not just gonna throw this money away. Like we did tons of sacrificing for this, for our future and for our kids, and so. But yeah, and if we have another kid, like it's like, dude, 2 college, like. Yeah. I'm like, sorry, you guys, rock, scissors, paper. Who's the smartest? Like, you guys freaking gladiator, go shootout or something. Like, sorry, you better study. The one that lost.
Yeah, I think for like for me, like me and Dee, we just want to set Finn up for success. So and what we mean by that is, I mean, she wants to make sure that that he goes to college and does the traditional type thing, and I'm more concerned about making sure he understands life. And what I mean by life, like the things that you got to do, once you get out of high school. Because once you get out of high school, there's only 2 things you can do. It's either go to college or get a job.
Yeah.
And
you're breaking up, or is that me?
No, he's breaking up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I saw my thing. I think I saw my thing off a little bit, but
like Kevin went to Maui for a second.
You guys can hear me now?
It's a little glitchy.
It's still glitchy. Oh, okay.
James sabotaged you.
You guys continue. You continue. Go ahead. Sorry.
I guess my question to you, Kevin, is if Dee wants, Finn to go to college, what's going to happen if Finn's like, I don't want to go to college?
No, so see, that's the thing, right? That's what I was saying. Is like I want to set him up for success as far as his, transferring my knowledge and life experience onto him. Now, like I would definitely do this early. Like this is like. I'm talking, as soon as he gets into high school, I'll start, like dropping knowledge bombs and telling him like, hey, you know what? You got 2 choices. You go to school or you get a job. Now, I don't know which one you want to choose, but you better think about that now. And as soon as he turns a freshman in high school, I will present that to him. And I'm expecting him to think about it that first year of high school, and then in the second year to give me an answer.
And would Dee be okay with Finn not going to college?
if he had a plan. So meaning like if you're not going to go to college, then you better go get a job. Now, like say if you want to go, like say he wants to get into a trade or something, and I wish because in high school, it's like people always ask you, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Or what are you into? And sometimes you're not. Sometimes the job that you go into is not what you were, what you like. What you were saying, Chris, like what you wanted to get into. Like who knows? Maybe Oh yeah, maybe Finn loves. Maybe he loves playing video games, but then he's like, oh, but I don't want to make it a life playing video games. But it's like maybe you want to become an electrician. Maybe you want to become a plumber. Like it's.
What if Finn wants to become a poet?
Yeah, if you can make money being a poet.
But no, he's not making any money. He goes to college to get a philosophy
He's happy
degree.
though. But he's happy.
Well,
is he happy? He doesn't have a job.
That's
the thing. He could start a YouTube, or he could do something online and do poetry, and he could do like a TikTok poet. Like he could,
Chris,
bro.
You watch poetry on TikTok?
20 years down the line, you don't even know what's gonna happen.
Do not.
It could be.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
If he's a good poet, he'll make money off of it.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
If he's not a good poet, then I'll tell you, are you sure you want to be a poet? Because you're not very good
for his degree.
Then he's got to work part-time to do so. Like you hear of the people that like quit their big-time jobs to go scoop ice cream because that's just what they love to do, like talking to people.
Yeah,
like,
but they you see, that's the opposite. They had this
happiness.
Job, they had all that money.
And they wasted all that time in school to go back and try to like be in that big corporate job, and like it just doesn't make them happy. Like I feel like that's like a big thing right now in this time is like people are trying to just encourage people to go into a career path that makes them happy, or just try to find like happiness.
Sometimes when you try to get like when people say, "Oh, just go find what makes you happy," that's life. That could be a long road, and you're just gonna be pumping money. Like I feel like sometimes you gotta have a plan. Like you can't just go with your feelings. Like,
but I feel like the main thing is you have to.
I'm gonna be a nurse. Like.
But I feel like as long as you instill the roots in them of working hard and just striving to what they want to do, then they'll be fine. Like they can try a bunch of different things, but they work hard at it. They'll find a job to make a little bit of money and survive. Like they won't be on the beach, like freaking.
My root question is: would you, as parents, fund this journey of happiness for your kids?
No, because if you instill in them hard work, they'll find a way to make the money. Like I'm saying,
they need help.
No,
it's like, Dad, I want to be a poet. I want to go to UH and be a poet. Are you gonna help me?
No, but then I'll tell him he's got to go to McDonald's. He has to go to McDonald's, work at McDonald's, and then after that he can write poetry, put it up on Spotify, and try to sell it. But he's gonna have to work at McDonald's.
Are you gonna fund this $50,000 poet degree?
That's the thing. He doesn't need a degree if he's gonna be a poet and he's good. He's just gotta study.
To learn about poetry, Chris.
No, you don't gotta learn about poetry.
Learn about this stuff.
That's what the internet's for, bro.
Need that paper.
That's what the internet's for. You think Lil Wayne went to college? You think T.I. went to college?
Dude, I don't even know how many rappers went to college.
They didn't. That's a thing.
Exactly, because it's a rapper. There's no rapping college.
It's poetry. It's poetry, bro. They're literally doing poetry.
But how many rappers call it, hey, I'm going to poet right now? No.
I'm sure there's a couple of them that call themselves poet.
True, but
poetry in motion.
I can't think of any of them. Any good ones, at least.
Bro, I'm sure Luda called himself a poet in one of his songs. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, Luda is like out of his prime.
And if you look at the root of all of it, it's all hard work. As long as you instill in the kids hard work in whatever they want to do, and like I said, like they'll probably go into one field and they won't like it, but as long as they have that work ethic and that to really work and strive to be something, like they'll switch and just work hard and start from the bottom.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. But my question really is like, you as parents, are you going to help them?
No, I don't even have money. He doesn't even have an account with money I'm putting in it. He has zero hopes. He has zero chances of me giving him any money. So he's gonna have to work hard. He's gonna have to do a lot of chores and save his money.
Are you saying that you don't have anything set up for Shiza?
No, I don't. I did not have, like Jim said, I didn't have a freaking account when I do stuff, and I made it happen. So he has zero money. It's my money, bro. He's got none.
Would you let Jason
There's
take
no
over your
account.
company?
If he starts from the bottom, and if he wants to do that,
No, but what if he's like, no, Dad, I'm the owner?
Hell no. And he's not gonna be like that because of what we instill from him from this young age.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think, I'm pretty sure the two of you guys too are like just the way that you guys are. I'm sure you guys aren't gonna raise the kids to be like that. So it's like, as long as they have that hard work and that work ethic, like they're just.
No, it's just
they'll
crazy.
be fine.
Like Diana, she has people that she knows where they went to school and their parents paid for everything, and hey, more power to them, whatever. They became attorneys, they bought them a car, and they have no debt. And to me, it's like, I don't know what that feels like, to have no debt, to not have a car payment, to not have a mortgage. Like, that concept to me is so weird, to be like, oh, I don't have any debt. Everything that I make, I can do whatever I want with it. I don't have bills except like my phone bill or whatever, my utilities. But it's like, I don't really have to budget. It's like, whatever. So it's just, I just find
maybe they earned it, and maybe their parents thought that they deserved it. Like they were just good kids all the time. And
no, I guess I'm piggybacking off of what you guys talked about last episode about, like, public school and private school, and if the kid just works hard, they're gonna make it. But I'm like, I don't think that's the case, man. It really depends on your situation, your parents, like, because I don't know, man. There's so many opportunities in a private school, and I get it. You can have a kid in private school that doesn't work hard. Yeah, they're not gonna go anywhere. Same thing as a kid, but I feel like the opportunities are still there for the kid. Rather, like, if you go to some private schools, there's some high schools or some elementary schools that they don't have these resources, that lets them to get this experience for them to figure stuff out. And it's just, I don't know, for Maddie, like,
I feel like at that point, I feel like the home life is way more what's the word I'm trying to use? It plays a bigger role. The home life plays a bigger role than public or private school.
Oh yeah, I agree. You have to have student engagement, like parent involvement. I mean, dude, Maddie surprises me every day, man. Like, I don't understand why kids come to kindergarten and don't know their ABCs, don't know their like. It's just, I'm like, Maddie knows it already. She's not even 2 yet.
Yeah, I mean, but it's different. It's
dude,
because,
but I feel like up to 5 years, you should know your ABCs, unless there's something physical.
Okay, yeah, like know your ABCs. Wrong. Yeah,
You should know your ABCs. You should know, like, your basic colors, your date. Your just basic life stuff. Like, what day is today? Monday. Like, colors and shapes. I'm not saying you have to be able to read, but
I feel like they all progress at different rates too, though.
Yeah, no, I agree, but 5 years?
Because I feel like going in, I don't agree with them having to go into kindergarten knowing how to write their name.
I don't think they have to know how to write their name, but it helps. But I definitely know they have to know their ABCs. And I guess that's just hard because so many parents in Hawaii work so much, and they don't have the time, the luxury of people teaching their kids that. Like, we have the luxury of Diana's parents constantly teaching her Vietnamese, ABCs, always interacting with her. She's not just sitting in front of a TV or something like that. Like, so it's just, man, I feel like the first 5 years are literally the most important part of a kid's life.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have the first 5 years that's good foundation. They're gonna be so behind in first, second grade. Because once you get into kindergarten, first grade, like, once you get to third grade, the third and fourth is the biggest jump. Like, if they're behind on, like, reading, just comprehension, sounds, man, they're gonna be so behind, and then they're gonna realize, like, oh man, like, I'm not good at school, and that brings up so many other issues. But I don't know, man. It's But
I also feel like a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on school at such an early age, where a lot of, like, business owners that I know that are successful, like, they didn't they didn't like engage well in school. And and a lot of it is because they're not stupid. They just don't want to learn what the school's offering.
Yeah.
But when they find something that they do enjoy, then they jump in at 100% and learn everything about it.
I agree. I feel like there's some things in school that we don't need to teach. Like, I don't understand why you got to learn pre-algebra, trigonometry, like all that stuff. Like, I would rather have them really learn life skills, like freaking how to invest. Like, teach them young when they graduate high school the importance of you have to learn how to invest money. Like, just put a little money away into savings, like instilling that stuff where you're not just spending your money, basic stuff like, like I feel like balancing a checkbook, all that stuff is like electives. Yeah. I don't think it's like mandatory anymore.
Well, I know finance. I think they have finance as a.
Is it mandatory?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not
like
definitely not.
Like home ec, like shop.
I feel like for me, I feel like yes, for me in middle school, it was home ec was a requirement, but it wasn't very detailed. It was like you basically learn how to balance a checkbook, you learn how to write a check, but it's like that's it. And that was in middle school. So by the time you get out of high school, you kind of forgot how to do it.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't learn that in middle school. I feel like high school is where you're gonna probably have like a job somewhere. Like that's where you need to learn it. You're not gonna have a job in middle school. Like I know me and Dinah, we talk about it. Like, man, are we gonna put Maddie into private and or not? It just costs so much.
Yeah.
I would rather put that money away and have her spend that later than you put all this money into private school and then they graduate high school and they're like, oh, I don't want to do anything. They're like, dude, I've been paying like whatever, 15, 20 grand a year. You better freaking do something. Or you just took out a loan. I want my money back. I invested in you.
Okay, let's pause from the serious talk and let's show our videos because we're coming close to an hour.
Okay, I'll go first because this is going back to hard work. So this is Shazen learning at 5 years old to change oil in the car.
Nice.
This dude helps me out like all the time when I'm outside. Like he helps me like organize my van. He helped me change the oil today. And he'll like
teach me how to change the oil. I don't even know how to do that. I'm sure I can figure it out, but I've never done it on my own.
And then when he so like there's been times when he's like helping me in the garage, but the kids, like all the kids in the street will go out to play.
Yeah.
Is it playing? Because I'm not seeing
the video. It's just a picture.
It's a picture. Okay.
I see it. He's pouring the mobile oil, yeah?
Yeah. That's perfect advertisement. But so like there'll be times when he's outside like in the garage helping me like clean up the van and stuff. And then the kids will come out to play and they're all playing in the street and he wants to play with them. But I'll have to tell him like, kid, no, dude, just help me finish this first. Help me finish what we're doing, and then you can go play with them. And it'll be like 45 minutes where he's like helping me, and he won't complain about it. Like he'll just try to like finish the task quickly, and he'll be like super like involved and like trying to do like quickly stuff. And then he'll be able to go play, and he doesn't complain about it. So it's like the little stuff like that, like just trying to instill in him like work ethic, like not always gonna go play, like just working hard.
Yeah. Responsibilities, that's a big thing to know as a little kid. Like you got to have responsibilities in the house, whether it's like, I don't know, putting your bed together, taking out the trash, whatever.
Like putting your like cleaning the table after he's done, like he'll put away his dishes. And it's like for me, because I wasn't very good in school, so like I feel like those work ethics and like those kind of things is where like I feel like should be important for him. But that was horrible in school. Like I literally almost didn't pass. We talked about that last episode. But
yeah, I remember.
I almost didn't even graduate high school. I was begging my teachers for like credits at on the last day. Like, dude, what can I do?
Yeah, that's important. Okay, so let me show mine. So, his skin is getting bigger every day, and he's actually starting to. As you can, I'll let him take over.
Tummy time. I was so bad at tummy time with Maddie.
So yeah, man, this kid just like talks up a storm on Sundays. Like he just, I mean, he's not saying any words, but he'll just make sounds, and I can see the development as he progresses, every day. Like, believe it or not, this kid is super smart. Okay, I don't want to say super smart, but he's starting to notice things, like things we do and things we say, or
they're a sponge right now.
Yeah.
First
So it's like
years, they're gonna
So they know, like, he knows like when we're doing certain things, or he knows when, like, oh, if mommy does this or if daddy does that, then I know it's gonna happen. Like, I mean, I know that's what he's thinking in his head, because he'll react certain ways when we do certain things.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
crazy. No,
But
I need, like, speaking of like the Shazen, we're watching Cobra Kai on Netflix, and then on the last episode, you know how you can feel the climax of the show, and then you can feel like the suspense, like they're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. But we're watching one episode, and it was the last episode of the season, and you could just feel the intensity of the episode, and you can kind of feel where it's going. Bro, this kid at 5 years old, he looks at me and he goes, "This feels like it's gonna be the end of the season." I'm like, how the frick can you, like, how can, like, at 5 years old you can feel that, like, what they're trying to portray on the television? Like, it's just crazy. I was just like, what in the world? Like, that just shocked the heck out of me. Like, I don't think at 5 years old I don't think I would have been able to, like, interpret that, like, feeling of what they were trying to do, unless they just do videos of better.
Freaking licking glue sticks.
I probably was.
I don't know what I was doing at 5
rubbing
years
it
old.
in dirt and trying to, like, lick it off or something.
I was probably freaking, I don't know what the hell I was doing at 5 years old. I don't even want to think about what I was doing at 5 years old. Like,
yeah, he says like random stuff, and like it just amazes me. Like, jeez.
Do you have anything, James?
I do not, because I'm on my phone.
He's on his phone.
Okay. You're on your phone. That's fine.
I won't take any more time because we already hit an hour, but.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, actually, this is perfect time to cut it right now. I have to go to dinner.
Yeah, well, you enjoy your Valentine's Day meal.
Thank you. And you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day meals or things that you guys are doing for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Chris, if you're gonna cook a lot of Valentine's Day meals, just let me know, because I'm gonna write down. I'll bring you flowers. I'm not that rude. I'll bring you flowers. All right.
That he picks from like on the street.
Yeah. Oh, look, found some flowers from the neighbor. Rip it off real quick. Oh, it's mad. Go over there and grab those flowers. Can't get mad at a kid. Go grab more. Go back. All right, guys.
All right,
guys.
All right. I'll see you later.
Cheers.